Hello everyone, my name is Shriram Iyer. I'm an analyst at the Commodity and Currency Research Desk at Reliance Securities. This week I'm going to brief on you on gold recap and the outlook for the coming week. Gold struggled this week and is actually on the way for its first loss in 3 weeks. Again, the recovery in the bond and forex markets weighed on prices this week. Prices briefly did find support after the dollar and the yields dropped in the wake of the Fed decision this week. As we know, the Federal Reserve kept the interest rates unchanged and said that it will continue to purchase 120 billion of bond each month. But at the same time, the central bank also acknowledged that the US economy is accelerating. The FOMC committee said that despite noting the economic strength as well as inflation that are on the rise, they collectively decided not to make any significant changes as of now. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell said that it's still not time to talk about reducing the policy accommodation, including the asset purchases, and we believe that the Fed governor struck an extremely cautious tone this week. However, after the brief upside in prices, we saw that the prices started correcting at closer to the 1800 level mark, weighed down by the upbeat data from the US. Consumer confidence data beat expectations, suggesting that the US economy will see a robust recovery this year. Additionally, data also showed that the US GDP rose at an annual 6.4% in the first quarter. Additionally, the weekly jobless claim also declined last week to a total of 5,553,000 jobs from a revised 5,66,000 from a year earlier. So all the upbeat data this week weighed on gold prices, and we saw that the benchmark 10-year treasury yields also rose to more than a 2-week high again this week, supported by US President Joe Biden's proposal of trillions of additional dollars in new spending to support the economy, and this actually primarily weighed on the gold and both silver prices this week. In other news, World Gold Council released its demand data and showed that the global demand for gold in the first quarter remained on the weaker side of things. The WGC said that the total world gold demand for the first quarter in 2021 was at 815 tons or metric tons, down by 23% compared to the first quarter of 2020. We could also add that the lockdowns in India has definitely reduced the physical demand for the yellow metal, like similar to last year, and has also weighed on the gold and silver prices this year. In this week, looking ahead, price action again will be dependent on the movement of the treasury yields and the dollar in the coming week. Apart from that, we saw that on the charts, gold continued to struggle below the 1800 mark, and we feel that only a sustained break and a trade above this level will push the gold higher. Otherwise, again, we could see markets continue to grind lower towards the support levels of 1750. However, this support can be taken out in the coming week if next week's non-farm payroll data from the US is extremely upbeat, just like this week's consumer confidence and GDP data. So 1750 will be the level to watch out for, and we feel that 1750, if it's taken out, then we can see more negative bias towards 1720 or even lower than that. So 1750 will be the level to watch out for on the downside. Of course, on the upside, 1800 still remains the major hurdle for gold prices in the international side. Just like to conclude on the final point that even though we have seen that over the last few days gold has struggled primarily on the back of recovering yields and upbeat data, we feel that the recent FOMC meeting should be positive for gold from the fundamental point of view. Although it may continue its recent general lackluster performance for some time, but this dovish view from the Fed will continue to support prices in the medium term to long term horizon. So any correction in prices should be looked as an opportunity to go long in the medium term to longer term. But in the short term, we feel markets could again grind lower towards the support levels. On the domestic side, we feel MCX Gold June could find resistance at 47,250. Only a break above will push the prices towards 48,350. On the downside, supports are at 46,500, and a break below and a sustained trade below this level will pull prices towards 45,900 levels very quickly. So thank you for listening. Have a pleasant day and a week ahead. Thank you.